members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing this late night, early morning? For those who tune in over stream, YouTube, Facebook, and for those who follow my short reel TikToks under HCS895. How's everybody doing this evening? Or should I say morning? As for me, I'm doing good. Uh, just here doing a late night live feed to see who's up. Well, see how many night owls is out here tonight. Then we're doing a power hour. See how we can go for an hour, just talking random things, dealing with spiritual talk. Let me share this to the platforms that I normally share to. How you doing, brother Yuzimizo? How you doing? How you doing, brother Jaime? Is that a movie, La Riots, or is it something that's happening? I don't know. I was just created short reels from all the pictures I shared yesterday. That's what I've been doing during the day, off and on. And I got some other pictures that I'm working on. Uh, don't want to put too much out there because sometimes when you put too many stuff, too many videos, too many short reels, and they do, they kind of block you because it says you place too much stuff for the day or two. So I just created a few short reels, placed them on TikTok and on YouTube. Yeah, I watched it. A certain individual. Yeah. Today I made quite a bit. I made like five of them, short reels. But I placed them on. I get more views on short reels on TikTok. Uh, Let me see how many. I'm close to having 1,000 viewership there. I'll let you know right now how many viewers I got. Yeah, I watched. That's what I did all day. I watched the AAA wrestling that they had WWE and AAA on YouTube. You can watch it for free on YouTube because that's where it came out on. Uh, the WWE and AAA, the Spanish wrestling, they had an event this morning at 2 o'clock. So I watched that first, and then I watched Money in the Bank. So that was a lot of wrestling that they played. On TikTok, I need one more follower for 1,000 viewers. I mean, to have 1,000 followers, I need one more to follow me uh, on TikTok under Abe CS or Abe.cs or Abe CS 895. One more viewer, I mean, one more subscriber or follower to have 1,000. So I created one, two, three, four, five short reels today. Yeah, it was pretty good show. So I didn't think I was gonna do a video, but then I said, why not? I mean, I know last night we had a troll that came in there. I guess it took a screenshot, or they keep on stealing I guess pictures from Facebook, and trying to put me like trying to say something about me, which is all BS and stuff. I don't care. You know, the only thing I know is karma is a bitch. If you're out there doing bad things will come to you because you're being involved in bad things. So I ain't worried about people coming into my life, even which I put it out that individual. Uh, I don't got time to be playing games with anybody. Just do my lives here. I guess people get mad because I do put stuff out there. I do have content. Like I have something here that I want to share with y'all. It picked something that happened when I had a selenite sword. Oh, it's like a selenite sword slash dagger. It's broken right now. It got broken in half after I did this investigation. I have the video of when it happened and everything, but yeah, I have something I want to share. You know, where sometimes when you enter spaces, things can happen where either there's like a magnetic energy around you. It causes whatever equipment you have, to not work properly, lose connection, drain your batteries, causes anomalies within the video, which you go back and you can screenshot some of that just to see what the anomalies are, what's going on. I've had anomalies where it's a picture and it's got like four different locations in the picture, and it's like four different places, but you're in the woods. So that's kind of weird. And you could see like a building, parking lot. You could see maybe like a light pole of this different location, but the location is not where you're at, which makes you wonder if uh, time is overlapping or there's portals that are being opened, that certain things can travel through those portals from different time frames. What I mean by that, even times of the past, time of the present, and then of course time of the future, that they can come through those portals because there's still that energy of that individual or whatever it is, right? They're coexisting with that timeline. At that time, they're still coexisting, but they're coming in through portals or whatever, that they could come into your present time, or from the future, or from the future to the past. Not to be like Back to the Future, like which that movie, but I got pictures, which in the picture is showing you four different locations. You're like, how can this happen? How and then you're like, oh, it's probably just a glitch. But and the glitch is showing you four different locations, and you're not taking a picture of those different locations because you're in the middle of the woods. And how this different locations appearing on your equipment, right? On what you're recording. Let's see what we got here. We got Monica Drift Sync. Yeah, I got one where you could see. I'm going to share the picture in a moment. I'm going to crop it, and then what I can do is share the pic. I got a picture, but I got a picture of something dealing with the selenite that I did a test. Because I wanted to see if when I will feel the magnetic energy coming towards me, because that's what it feels. The reason I said magnetic energy, and it's a sense that you have, right? Especially like you see something like fear, but imagine not seeing nothing. That's You're not seeing nothing, but you're feeling something around you, in which your hair follicles lift up and stand up, which it's got to do with something magnetic, right? Um, which it kind of lets if it's standing up, that there's something not good, or something is causing that magnetic energy to make all your hair stand up. But when you start hearing, you keep on going forward, even though that's happening around you, and you start hearing sounds, disembodied voices, talking different languages, different sounds, like animal sounds, and those animals are not there. Now, I'm just giving an example of the things that happen when you're into those spaces, in which it takes a lot out of you, in which sometimes it feels like to me when I enter something like that, that it takes, I don't know, seconds, minutes, possible, maybe hours away from me, because it's just sometimes it could take them where you feel that you're trying to catch up to everybody in time, or sometimes you're trying to slow down to catch everybody in time. It's one of the things that you're either caught in the past, you're caught in the present times, or you caught up a little bit ahead of time than anybody else. Let me crop this picture to give you an example of what I'm talking about, real quick. All right, here we go. Let me send it forward so you can see what I'm talking about, brother and sisters. Uh, All right, here we go. Let me share this with y'all. Yeah, I had to take a little break. Like I said, I'm getting prepared to go on a road trip myself next month, at the beginning of the month. I plan to take a road trip towards Washington, Seattle, Washington. One of my friends, good friends, I mean, when I was in Germany, when I was in the army, he's getting married. I got invited to go to his wedding, but it's far away. So we're going to have like his wedding, but like a little reunion, because it's going to be me, him, and another friend that we used to hang together. We're going to have like a little reunion from about 30 something years from when we was in Germany. So we're going to have some fun. I think I might have to stop taking the warfarin for a couple of days so I can have fun out there. You know, I know we'll see. So I send a picture. Okay, I need to log on to Facebook now. Okay, let me find it. There's Facebook. Uh, Might as well log into this one also. If I can find it. Okay. Here we go. Forever Serbia win. I want to show this photo. I have many photos like this in which I haven't shared them to anybody because they're kind of freaked out. These photos because it's the picture, but then there's other things within the picture that's not in place. Like where did these things come from? So that's what I'm going to share a photo with you of what I'm talking about. So let me go to Ali. All right. Here's here's the photo that I want to share with y'all. Let me get up in there with. Well, let me stay out of the photo. In this photo, the anomaly. There's several anomalies here. I was walking on the path, and I felt like a magnetic energy hit me, which my hair stood up, but I could feel something like real close to me, right? So I was recording, and this is an anomaly that I captured when I felt some magnetic energy around me, which is several things. Uh, and I will take this. You got a thing here. There's an anomaly here that looks like something. Of course, here is like showing me different things, like it's glitching or showing me different things. Something here. But then up here, you can see a whole different location, brothers and sisters. There's a building here. It's a building with light poles. You see the light poles here? And that's impossible because where I was walking, there's no buildings. It's just nothing but woods. If you look up here, you can take a screenshot off of this and look into it. There's a building up here which seems to have like a parking lot or something with light poles. And that's not nowhere here in the picture. but it's up here. There's some kind of creature-like being right here. A lot of anomalies, a couple of them, and then this here. But over here is a building and it looks like a parking lot with lights, with some kind of poles. So tell me what y'all think about that. Okay, let me catch up to the comments. We got Sister Walks with Bear here, and I will take a screenshots of it so you can see what I'm talking about, y'all. How you doing, Beyond the Box? I'm gonna leave the picture up there. I was talking about the anomalies that are there, and I'm gonna take a two screenshots of the parking lot that's up there in the sky. How can there be a parking lot up in the sky when all of there is in that location is woods? Yeah, and this right here, drift, is from a recording. I have it. It came out on my video this way, where I went to the area which was at the very beginning of the video, uh, where I felt the energy hit me. Like something came and hit me because my hair stood up. Well, that came out when I felt that on the video went back. It's at that time frame that this happened. Like I said, up there on the top in the sky, there's a freaking building, light poles, and I think it's even got a parking lot. I'm gonna crop it so I can show it to y'all real quick. I'm gonna share all the things that are in that picture with y'all. All right, I'm gonna send this pictures forward so I could share them with y'all. Okay, here we go. Let me share these pictures. Okay, here we go. Whoever's here dealing with scripture, well, check this out, man. The scripture person, you know, it looks like a portal over here, a doorway. You know, like the song, dealing with door. Looks like a doorway over here, possible portal. There's a building right here in the sky. It's got poles. It looks like a parking lot here, but that's the building right here. That's in the sky. Let's take a closer look at it. So I'll leave it right there. So then I'll go on to the next picture after this. Let me go back to y'all. There you go. There's the building that's in the sky or up in the sky on the video, which that's impossible, right? Or is it? I'll leave it so y'all can see the portal, which is up over here. But that's the building that's in the sky, which I believe is a different timeline, from a different time, possibly. I don't know, but it's in the photo. I'll let y'all see that for a little bit. See what y'all think about it. I'll be reading the comments. What y'all think about that? Well, it's not like a rip because, I mean, there's a building there. There's a building showing. Like if it's coming from a different port, like a portal opened. Yeah, light bulbs in the parking lot. Yeah, there's a third pole to the right of it. I mean, we can take a. I mean, let me do the closer look at it. Of that, you know. Let me see. What am I showing here? Let me go to make me small, so y'all can see the full picture. There you go. Or up here, there's something here like same thing happened on this other video I got where you could see a portal or a doorway up in the up here, and then you could see this tall, what I call DDN, standing in the woods, and then they just disappear. When it disappears, the square disappears, the portal disappears. Yeah, and that building is not in that location. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That building, I don't even know where it exists at because I was in the middle of the woods. Entering the woods. That building does not exist in that location. So the close up looks like this. You know, it looks like it's got like some kind of satellite here or something sticking up out of the ground. Pretty long building. I mean, where's this building at? I don't know. So let's go on to the next. The other thing that I caught, the other anomaly that might have been causing this, it might have come through the portal is there you go. What do we got here? Remember I said that I felt like a magnetic energy hit me? I'll leave that up and I'll look at the chat. Y'all can give me your opinions of what that is right there. I can do a close up if you want me to. I'll share the picture that's within the picture also. I see like two, three different things there. Something with some kind of energy or something. I believe that's what that had the magnetic energy around it. I have, I have all kinds of evidence of this. Where there's distortions. Man, I think I got a picture that I'm going to share here tonight. I know. I want to share this other picture also. After I share this, it seems like a UFO or portal that's right. It's like in front of me, but off the ground, and I'll share it with you in a moment. Give me your opinions on what you're seeing right now because I'm going to do a close up of it. I'm fixing to do a close up of it in a moment. What do you think that is right there? Okay, I will do a close up of it so y'all can see it a little bit better. Uh, there we go. Tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. And they move very fast. They don't move in regular time. They move super fast. Too fast. There's several things here. There's one here, one here, and one here. There's three of them. You know how they say that the Legion sometimes runs, in the groups. You might think that, but it might be the same one, but it's moving so fast that you can still see it. because it's moving in phases. When we talk about moving in phases, but it's moving too rapid. Like I said, there's one here, and another one here. I don't think they're the same one. I think they're all different ones. I said, man, let me do a power hour and just. I know everybody's busy and stuff, but let me do a power hour and just share this photos that I have, with the viewers, the spiritual encrypted encounters. There's several things in this picture. Let me go look at the comments real quick. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. The face of you're right, Sister Lolo. The first one that you see there is what seems to be a face of something that's manifesting to look like a pig. You're correct. And what do we know about pigs? Who did Jesus cast the legion into? Into the herd of pigs, right? So if it's something that's demonic, then it's showing me what it is, what it represents. Since it's got the face of a pig, then it's letting me know that it's the legion, and it's not by itself because there's many others in there in that photo. So what happened to the person that was talking all kinds of crazy earlier about religion and stuff? You see, I'm not stuck on reading books. I'm really out there doing the works, capturing these things. Being in the front lines. They do attack. That's why when you go into the woods, you got to be spiritually prepared. You got to pray before, during, and after because you can get these attachments on you. You know, if you feel your hair stand up, let's take that as a warning. Go into prayer, tie, bind, and rebuke, whatever you got to do because those things there, they can attach themselves to you. I know there was somebody here talking a little bit about something, and they just took off. Uh, I can remember the name of the individual. I never seen them here before. I thought it was the Corn on the Cob cult. That's what I thought it was that came in here because it's saying a lot of crazy stuff. Some Feneth Penna or something like that. I don't know who that is. You reminded me of the Corn on the Cob cult from Oklahoma. So if you boot him out, sister, I'm gonna go boot him up from in here, from your stream. Yeah, I believe it was Corner of the Cob cult. They were like, "Oh, we done scared Brother Abe Seals. He's not making it live tonight." Yeah, right. Okay, I think they're not here no more. They got taken care of. By the way, I do got a short video of it when it's coming at me. Yeah, I got a short reel I created of it, guys, so you can see how fast it's moving towards me because it is moving, and I got the proof. I'm gonna go find the short reel and share it with y'all. That's right, Sister Lolo. It is. That's why I wanted to pray here. That's what I felt it was demonic, and I knew it wasn't by itself because all my hairs were standing up. Hairs on my arms, my legs, my head, and I went into prayer. So let me get the show reel so you can see it where it's moving real fast. And in the show reel, I lowered the speed so the viewers can see it. So let me go find it. Okay. I'm almost there, I think. Shorts. Let me find it for you. Here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, got a little bit of everything. I did create 5 different short reels. I got a TikTok under ApeCS895. Or ApeCS. On TikTok, I need one more follower to hit the 1,000 viewers. So let me find the short reel. See, I got 2 of them here. Okay. Is this it? Alrighty. If y'all ready for the video, give me a thumbs up. Or the good old Stone Cold says, give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah or a thumbs up. I need one more follower to hit 1,000 marker. And here we go. I'm fixing to share this. Are y'all ready? All right, let's do this. Let's do it. See, there's no house. There's no nothing there. There's nothing but woods. Look at that. Look at that, how it looks right there. I'll leave it there for a little bit so y'all can check it out. so you can see how it looks because it's on the move. And then I'll stop it when it. There you go. Oh, it's moving. It moves fast. And this is the time is the speed is lowered to be able to capture what was moving so fast. Look how close he got to me. I paused it when the last movement he made when it made my hair stand up. There it is. Got it. When it's real close to me. And I'm gonna push play again in a moment. Yeah. Legs, there's legs, there's a body and everything. So let me just play it so you can see. One of them looks like it's got something looks like a snake or something in front of it. I don't know. Looks weird, but I'm gonna push play so you can watch it in full motion. Or run it with me here on full motion. I appreciate y'all, man. That everybody that comes in here and let me see if I can play it. Okay, where am I sharing it from? Okay, I'm trying to see if there was one more motion. Yeah, that one right there just looks creepy. But then he said, "Screw it, I'm going all the way in." I'll pause it right there where it's standing. Man, it is all kinds of things around. It look like something sticking out here, and it's right there beside me. I'm sensing it, and then it just comes close. You know, you can see it standing there. You can see the face. Something here. Some just all kinds of things. But then it takes. He's standing there looking at me, but and then let's see, boom. I'm just gonna play it. Let it run. I should make a short reel of like this part to this part. That's what I'm thinking about doing. A real short reel and give it some time from that area, from there to that time, that frame. I'm thinking about it. I just need one more subscriber to get 1,000. I mean, 1,000 followers. I believe I created, I think, 5 short reels today. Oh yeah, they try to well, that's what they were doing. They were trying to attack me. They trying to ambush me. You see, the things that people are showing y'all on videos, like things like AI, people in costume, they're deceiving people from the reality of things. Luckily, I'm able to capture what's in spirit or cloaked, whatever the case it is. But and I feel more in spirit, the DDN with the Bisley manifestation. But there you go. I think I'm gonna make another one with a lower speed so you can see it better. Yes, I just need one more subscriber on TikTok. I think Sister Madeline posted the TikTok here earlier. There it is. I'm on TikTok under ABCS, ABESIS. It's pinned up on top. I just need one more follower to have 1,000 followers. I just got YouTube and TikTok right now, and of course, yeah. So I'm gonna stop sharing this because I don't want we type and rebuke any unclean spirits. You're not allowed to use this uh, to try to go through or affect any of your viewers. We type and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Cousin Jesse is he don't do lives on Saturdays because he goes to church in the morning. I would just say let me just do a quick live, uh, just to see what people think about this that I was sharing. I was just gonna do a live for an hour, and when you're doing sharing something good, it goes by fast. So what do you think about the video? I wonder your suggestions or your opinions of what you think what we're witnessing right now. Some people say, well, it might be a glitch. Well, that glitch is moving pretty fast. Some people must say, oh, it's pareidolia. Well, the pareidolia is moving and it's coming at me. It's changing forms. Yeah. For those who tuned in last night, I think I shared like 5 different pictures and now created short reels album. Thank you, brother, using Mizzle. So this other thing I'm going to share with you. When that happened to me, I did have something in my hand. If that was the day that I was doing the test, I had something in my hand, you know. And this was just a test I was doing because people would always tell me, "How come you don't take a weapon into the woods to fight the dog man or to fight the Bigfoot?" And I said, "I don't think they're flesh beings. I believe that they're spiritual, and this is the way you're gonna be able to fight something." So I just did a test, and I took a piss a I bought in a selenite sword, little like a little short sword, but it's for display. It's made out of selenite. So I know the selenite stores energy like from the sun or the moon. So I had that in my hand, and I was doing a test just to see what was going to happen because I was already getting tired of every time I would go into that area where this thing that you seen kept on coming at me because I could always feel like a magnetic disturbance right off the bat in that path. So I do got something that I want to share with you. It's two pictures. Let me see if I can find them first because I think I sent. Yeah, okay, here we go. Let me share. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share the two photos of the selenite that I had in my hand because I was doing a test to see if there is something supernatural or something that feeds off an energy. I use the selenite as protection as a conductor because it got energy. So if something was gonna try to zap me, or it's gonna, and I'm connected to the selenite, that the only thing it's gonna zap is the energy of the selenite that it has from the sun, right? So I was just doing a test when all these things happened. Luckily, I had that piece of selenite in the hand because it protected me. So I'm going to show you a picture. Like I said, it's from a video. So I'm going to show you the picture of the selenite uh, sword that I had in my hand. There it is. That's not the only protection I had that day. I had my black tourmaline. Then I had my mirrors around my neck for protection. But look what happened to the selenite. You can see the selenite there, right? So this is what happens to the selenite. No, I don't know what happened, but check this out. And I wanted to share this to get your opinion. So you see the selenite here, sword, right? Check this out. You know how I told you that sometimes the past, the present, and the future might meet? Well, piece of the selenite sword is missing. The only thing that's left that I got here is this, but there's no selenite sword up here. So only got one piece. It's missing. You can see it. You can only see the whole picture the same in the background, just like you see it here. But the selenite sword, part of it is missing. Like it's not there. So what do y'all think about that? I just want to, I just wanted to share this because I think it's kind of crazy that you can see it there, but then you don't see it at all there. So I'm gonna go back to the comments just to see what people say. Let me get your opinions on what I just talked about. You can see the selenite sword, and then you can't see it anymore. I reviewed the footage, and I'm like, whoa, where's the tip? Why isn't it showing? Yes, Sister Monica, I had prayed before I entered. All I'm doing, brothers and sisters, like I've been trying to do since day one, is just bring spiritual awareness to the community, to all communities, whether it be cryptid, spiritual, paranormal, dealing with aliens, or whatever somebody is trying to do. Because I know everybody's got a purpose in life, and everybody's trying to do something. I'm just trying to bring the spiritual awareness to people to be alert, to pay attention when you're doing the works that you're doing out there, what you're trying to find, because apparently, of what I've told you, there's things that tries to stop us and try to attack us because they're kind of like bullies because you can't see them, right? So they attack. If you got a spiritual opening, they will attack and try to come up against you in a spiritual way. So that's why I'm showing you the proof that there's things that come in numbers, just like that show reel they're charging at me full blast, right? Because I'm the target. I'm the target. They're coming, but luckily I pray before, during, and after. If things get out of control, out of hand, spiritually, I tie, bind, and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. I just want people to understand that there's things out there that dislike us. And I believe they're the DDN, you know. Oh, shoot. I dropped my phone. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let me show her the sword. So, okay, I'm going to y'all there. Thank you, Walks with Bear. Thank you. Appreciate it for the support. You've always been a great supporter here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, and I appreciate you. So, you see, I can find something for y'all. Let me see if I can find it. If it's here. So, I want to show you something now. I'll show you the sword that's on the footage on the video, right? I've showed you the sword, how it looked and everything. I took the sword in there. Uh, with that sword in my hand, I was able to locate a truck that was in the woods where I found a key in the ignition, and all the way that I had the sword, activity was all around me. I had no fear. I had Jesus Christ. I was praying. There was disembodied voices. There was sounds of pigs, sounds of something making snout sounds. and there was just nothing but disturbance all the way around me as I was doing the live, carrying the sword, and I had the selenite sword in my hand. Uh, so I just kept on praying, type and rebuking as I kept on. I was going in there with no fear. Uh, I found a truck that was in the woods. When I got near the truck, I could still feel the activity around me, magnetic energy and all that. The hairs were standing up. Found a truck with the keys in the ignition and a wallet. I started yelling to see if anybody was there, but nobody was there. So as I kept on going a little bit further, I found a camping ground, like somebody was staying out there in the woods. I found like a tarp, but it looked like something was underneath the tarp. I didn't want to find out what was underneath the tarp, and activity just started acting crazy in there. And that's when it was time for me to leave because it was just getting out of control. I was hearing things like, "Let's get them now," and stuff like that. And I kept on praying, type on rebuking Jesus Christ's name, till I made it out of there. I made it out of there. I was in the parking lot, and I contacted the police department uh, to let them know that there was a truck in the woods. That we, I waited for them, but they never showed up. Uh, then they called me, asked me for the coordinates or the grid where the truck was, and I told them where it was at. So that weekend, they did an investigation. They went out there to find the truck, but as they found the truck, they also found something else. They found a dead body. A person, the dead body belonged to the person that was missing for about 2.5 months. Uh, I'm thinking it was that it might have been underneath the tarp. I just didn't touch anything or anything like that. I think those things that were around didn't want me, didn't want the person to be found because they didn't want the body to be placed in holy ground. But the person finally got some rest and placed in holy ground. Uh, Matter of fact, I get the video. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to I get the video here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. All you gotta find is me with that shirt and with that sword, selling that sword. Check out the video, but be cautious because if you put on your earplugs to see what's being said around me, you're gonna hear all kinds of wicked things. Then you know what I'm talking about is true because you're gonna hear the pig sounds. You're gonna hear as you're listening. You're gonna, oh, I thought I just heard something. You're gonna rewind. You're gonna hear something. It's one of those. That, just be careful, because I want nothing transferring to anybody in any kind of way. We type and rebuke daily in Jesus Christ's name. I got the video here in the archives on YouTube. So to finish the story, when I got home, I said, "There's nothing allowed to follow me home." I typed on the rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. And when I got home, I was going to place my selenite sword where I got it from. And when I was placing it there, something hit it out of my hand. And let me stop sharing that. An unseen force hit the selenite sword. It hit it so hard that it broke. It literally broke the selenite sword. It broke it. So I keep it here. Still, where there's broken or not, it's still a selenite. I keep it here by the desk. This is what left of the sword. So when you go to the picture, right, you see it here, then you see it here, right? So it's kind of like the past, the present, and the future. I had a Selenite sword that looked like this, and in the picture only had this. So there you go. It's like it was letting me know that it was going to break that sword in a sensible way when it wasn't showing. So that's all I got left. Just like in the picture where I'm like this, and there's nothing here. Yes, Crypto Commission. I had bought on this from a birthday from a friend of mine. I said, it's a Selenite sword. I think it'll look cool. You know, I'll take it. I'll take it just to do a study. And that's what I was doing that day, just doing a test study. But I'm glad I took it with me because all the things that I had around, all the minerals that I had around me, of course, the prayer of the prayer I did before, during, and after, is will help me get out of that area. I don't know if Sister Madeline can find the link for that in here for that video that I'm talking about. The day there's a lot of activity in that video. The day that you're gonna be able to see it disappear on the video. If you look, this happened at the house where it just something hit it out, literally hit it and it broke. Boom, like they hit it and it broke off. Like something hit it. I'll look for it. It's a video where I was doing an investigation in the woods with that selenite sword. Uh, yeah, it got hit. It got broken off my hand in my bedroom, like something hit it. So after that happened, I had to cleanse my house. I did a cleansing, and I said if there was anything that followed me that is not walking inside the house, something followed me, and it broke that sword out. It broke it. Whatever it was pissed off. These things here, brother and sister, is nothing normal to me. This is something that happens to me all the time, ever since I was a kid. When I see those shows on TV and stuff like that, where the guys are screaming, they're saying that they heard something or something touched them, and all these things, that's nothing. You know, lost fear a long time ago after experiencing a lot of things. You get used to it, and then you have no fear because it doesn't scare you no more. You don't get power to it. You take the you don't give it what it wants. You take away from it. When it wants fear, you give it no fear. See the comments here. That's Sister Brenda in the house. I think I'm backed up. Yeah, it broke it off. You know, some people just don't have understanding because they haven't been through what I've been through. But I have understanding because I've been through it. The experiences that I share with you, I can tell you a story or many stories, but to me, is when you share a story and you have the evidence to back it up, that makes it 100% genuine, 100% real when you have the evidence, you know. Because I can say I have many stories, but then when you say a story of what happened to you, and then you show the viewers like, look, it happened here. I can go. This is what I'm going to do for y'all. Even though I need to get me probably I'll get the old one. I can do timestamps of every time something says something in the video. I can do that. Because I can hear, I can listen, I can hear. But just it's there in the video. If you really listen to it, it's there. The evidence is there. Disembodied voices, talking different languages, making animal sounds like pig sounds. Okay, that's Sister Shelley. Black tourmaline warns off negative energies. Black tourmaline. There's many other minerals that have that protection to warn off negative energies. It helps you from not getting spiritually targeted. But of course, the number one protection that you have is your faith and believe in Jesus Christ. That's your number one protection. But there's nothing wrong with having extra protection, right? Thank you, brother Jaime Alanis. At first, you know, people were questioning the story of Elms Grove. And I say, you're more than welcome to come and check it out yourself. So I just don't want to be held responsible if something happens to you because I know what's there. And that's the thing. I don't like anything happening to anybody. It's not a good feeling being spiritually attacked by unclean spirits, demonic forces. It's not a good feeling at all, especially if they're coming in numbers. It's not a good feeling, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you. It feels like you're sinking in water, quicksand. I mean, it's just a bad feeling all around. You try to find a way to. It becomes a constant spiritual warfare where you don't get no rest. You're fighting in the day. You're fighting in the mornings and nighttime. It's just over and over spiritual warfare. Then you have to say to yourself, what opening do I have? I have to have because I'm praying to God. I'm saying, Our Father, I'm praying for help, and things still keep on coming my way. What opening do I have? That's when you have to really dig deep and find out. Most openings, and I'm here to tell you that everybody has, and they forget about it, is unforgiveness. There's a spiritual opening that the unseen forces, unclean spirits, use to attack us. Is unforgiveness. Why could that be a spiritual opening? Unforgiveness. And unforgiveness, there's hatred, right? Anger. And unforgiveness, there's vengeance or revenge. That opening right there is where generational curses arise from. And what are generational curses? Unclean spirits, demonic spirits. They use that to jump from generation to generation. Imagine, I've known of families that have had family feuds where there's a lot of anger, hatred, there's no unforgiveness. What feeds off of that? What lives in that? Same thing that you seen coming at me in that picture. Those kind of things. This they live in that kind of environment. They live in an environment where there's anger, where there's fear, where there's the manifestations to take. If they're believing it's a Mothman, a Bigfoot, a Dogman, the belief factor. If it's a demon, unclean spirit manifests in the way, and you believe in it's a Bigfoot, a Dogman, a Goldman, or whatever the case it is, but it's not. It's getting the best of you because you believe in it, and believing is a spiritual opening. You don't have to invite it in your house if you're believing in it. You don't have to invite it to your house because you're already believing in it, so it's got a free ticket to make it into your house. And I'm not just talking about your house of your home. I'm talking about your foundation of who you are as an individual. So in actuality, it's there because it's got jurisdiction to be there. I'm just saying you got to be careful. That's all I'm saying. I'm just trying to bring the spiritual awareness uh, to the viewers here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, not just for you to know this, but to try to awaken your brothers and sisters, family members, to what's around us spiritually, because they gotta be able to defend themselves also spiritually. So I'm gonna share a couple of videos that I did yesterday, show reels where there has been my journey, right? These are videos that are old video, it's old footage, just pictures from that I created, short reels from, where there was nobody around me. I did have a significant other. I have nobody, no family members around me, no friends around me. It's just me walking in this areas where I could sense all these energies, right, or activity around me. So let me share a couple of those show reels with y'all. Let me get out of this one. Okay, I see it. Here we go. Let me share this. Here's a show reel I created. So you can see that when I say what the things that I say is, I'm not just saying it to say it. It's because, you know, I do the walk. This is what I do. I've been doing this for a very long time. All right, here we go. Let's watch it from the beginning. Here's the show reel I created yesterday. Okay, there I am looking up. I'm using my spiritual senses. My spiritual senses, as you can see, the way I'm looking, because I can sense something there behind me. I know there's something there behind me, so I'm sensing spiritually. My senses are letting me know there's something there. So I'm walking in there with no fear and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna play the video. There you go. It's a short reel I created yesterday. You see how the short reels look here? Oh, this is from YouTube. The short reels on TikTok, it will show you a broader picture, a bigger picture. Yeah, I shared that one with you. Sister Ivy said she's seen that video right there. Yeah, I could tell when something is AI or somebody. Uh, I could tell the AI stuff. Just like I can tell when something's in spirit or it's an unclean spirit. They might be able to deceive people that don't understand the spiritual warfare. They're not able to. They don't have the spiritual gifts of discernment. But for those that do have the spiritual gift of discernment, AI cannot deceive us because we can tell spiritually. Especially if AI doesn't have a spirit, we know like I said, we can sense from the spirit. Okay, let me change. Go. Uh, Let's see. Try another video here. This is the one with the elemental that I created. This is a fire elemental that's in the sky. You want to see the full picture of it? It's on TikTok under HCS895. He said Facebook takes away from the picture, but there's a fire elemental in the sky. Okay, there's a fire elemental in the sky. So let me go see if I can find another one for you. How about this one? There you go. Here's another one I was sharing yesterday. I told you I was going to make short reels out of them. I believe there's a DDN. I got the short reel for this one if y'all want to see it. I think this one might have been from a picture, but I have a short reel of something like that. See what else we got here. Oh, the native one. And let me see. Oh, I got another one there. Oh yeah, this might be related to. This might be. I believe this is a shapeshifter skinwalker because it's got a necklace around its neck. Right here is a necklace. There's a. Here's the face. I believe this is a shapeshifter skinwalker, but it's in its beastly form. Let me see how you can. Go. The necklace is right here. It's wearing a necklace of some sort. Looks a native. That's what I said. I believe it's a shapeshifter skinwalker. There you go. See the necklace there. Push play. There you go. That's a pretty good picture of it right there. There's the eyes, the nose, the mouth, it's the face. Like I said, I believe it's a necklace around his neck. It's got some bling bling around his neck. It's got bling bling around his neck, yo. Good morning, Blair Porter. Thank you. Yes, been. I didn't know I was gonna do one, but I said, why not? Been do like a late night 2 hour show. You know, I think that's gonna be the new addition to World Wednesday, or whenever we talk about shapeshifter skinwalkers. There you go. You can tell it's got a necklace around its neck. Yeah, well, a necklace with possible teeth, like of animals, but it's got a necklace. It's a necklace. Waxahachie natives have sacrificed their own souls to protect the lands for future generations against this. Yes, I do have a lot of captures of women in the woods. Uh, a lot of the natives here in Central Texas, they were woodlanders. They live in the woods. They live near the lakes and near creeks because they will fish. And you know what goes near the lakes and the creeks, are animals, right, to drink water. So that's how they will hunt. They were woodlanders. They were in the woods near the creeks and the lakes. Uh, they will wait for, like, for example, a deer, or at one time there used to be bears and buffalo here in Central Texas, where they will wait for the animals to get near the ridges or the cliffs, and they'll push them off so they could break their legs or whatever, and then they go in for the kill. Uh, but yes, doing well, Sister Cynthia. Yeah, that one's pretty cool right there. But he was following me. So what I'm gonna do now, like I did yesterday, I'm gonna go. I downloaded some pictures. I'm gonna see which one to work on, that I can share with y'all. Okay, let me go see what I got here. Oh, all right. I want to share this one. Okay, you want to see this one, man? Uh, you want to see this picture? That's all I gotta say that I got here. Hmm. Let me do something real quick. Y'all gonna You're gonna freak out with this one. That's all I gotta say. Yes, Mizzle, you're here. Y'all gonna freak out with this picture. Let me do something real quick with it. Man, this picture here, y'all. This picture here that I'm gonna share with y'all. It's a good one. That's all I can say. Also, just like that one, Sister Joaquin Rivera, some of these things that did attack, they were attacking, they were coming at me in a negative way. So I fought them through Jesus Christ. Doesn't matter to me if they're native. Doesn't matter to me if they're the Djinn. Doesn't matter to me if they're the DDN. If they were coming after me in a negative way, then I had to defend myself against them. And I'm still here. And I fought them through Jesus Christ. Right? I know about many things of how many people passed away in the past, right? But just because they're an unclean, to me, they're an unclean spirit, especially if they're causing accidents or supposedly the land is cursed because that's their domain, that's their property, blah blah blah. They can be overcome spiritually through Jesus Christ. That's all I'm saying. If they're out to do no doing harm to people, then that's where I come in, and I'll get rid of a unclean spirit through Jesus Christ. I'll type on and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, whether it's a generational curse or a cursed land or a spell that somebody, some shaman or somebody placed, whether it's something that's demonic. I'll fight it spiritually and send it away to protect people. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to love one another, right? Our neighbors. So we got to protect the people, the children. I believe that they had their time when they were alive to do things, but no, it's about the balance. There's some people that they do good, and there's some people that dwell in the negative. It's part of the spiritual warfare. The only thing I know is if something's coming at me in a negative way, trying to harm me or something, I'm going to fight spiritually, and I'm going to overcome it spiritually because it becomes spiritual warfare. Okay, let me look at the comments. Uh, let me look at the comments here real quick. I'm fell way back. I was protecting my brothers. I was protecting my sister, my son, my uh my nephews, my niece. They were all children. I mean, these things were coming into my house, trying to drain their energy. You know, targeting them through fear, showing them a beastly manifestation and trying to scare them so he could have more control over the house or try to enter the house, right? So I had to fight spiritually. I'm the uncle, so I had to protect my next of kin. You know, and that's exactly what I did. Anybody would do that for their family. Anybody will fight, whether it's something physical or spiritual. You're going to fight for those that you love. Okay, here we go. Um, Let me do a couple of filters on this. Um, should you know what? I'm just gonna keep it like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a close up of it. Go a couple of them. I think I'm gonna do a real good close up of it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna share this. How you doing, sis? If somebody knows what I'm talking about, it would be my sister Beatrice because she lived with me in Elms Grove. Matter of fact, she was the one that They heard the woman yelling for help, and she couldn't wake me up. I was asleep. She woke me up, and she said, "I think there's somebody doing something to a woman. She's yelling for help." She's the one that woke me up. So let me send these pictures over, and we'll share them. Okay. Let me make the screen big again here. Here we go. Let me share these photos. Are y'all ready for this? There we go. Here we go. Regular photo. Let me go to the comments over here. What people are saying it. Oh, okay. My bad. Here we go. That's the original photo right there. The original photo. For whoever has the eye to see. It's the original photo right there, or from the screenshot from the video that I took. But she witnessed a lot of things. The dark shadow figures. Uh, the when they were calling, they even called her name, trying to get her to go to the woods, numerous times. So let's do a close up of it. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Don't want to take away from the picture. Oh man. Yeah, I don't want to take away from the picture. What do y'all think about that one? I'll send one more. See if it shows any bigger. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Get it big so y'all can see it. There we go. Yeah. You know, when people tell me about Bigfoot, And I try to tell them that this Bigfoots or the dark shadows or the DDN that manifest to look like them. Here's an example of that. It literally looks like, well, people want to call it Bigfoot, right? Some Jaime's calling them black devils. Yeah. Welcome, Shay by King. So, which other photos do you want to see? Do you want to see the one, the bigger? I was just trying to get a close up of it. There's a couple of them around it, in front of it. But yeah, you can see the voice, the face. Yes, and Mizzo said, "Whoa, whoo, this is a good one." I'm telling you, for everything that I say, I got backup, man. I got pictures, I got videos. Just get them out of my videos so people can see them that they're around. So let's go to the original. The original is this picture. No, 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 that's not the original. I think the original is even bigger than that. I would have to track it down so you can see its true height. Yeah, the original is it shows more woods. One day I will track it down, see if I can find it. Somebody called this one a dark devil. Do you want me to do a close up of the face? I'm gonna give it some color. Mm, Let me go to look to the comments real quick. Yeah, there's actually a lot of activity in this photos, brothers and sisters. All right, I'm gonna send the close up of the face. Let's see if it even shows the face, close up of the face. All right, here we go. All right, where we at? This is with a black, whatever it had a little bit like a brown in it. Lighten up a little bit. Which of this one's looks better? That one looks pretty cool right there. That one, yeah. There you go. On the original, so this one gets a little bit more cool. Yeah, I got the picture. Reading the comments. You're welcome. I figured, I didn't go out today or anything like that, so I was just watching wrestling. I said, why not? Why not have a live with whoever's up late at night that might be struggling, just here to share, and people need prayer, we can pray. Yeah, and what's weird about this one that it was in front of the trees. That's where it was at, in front of the trees, waiting in front of the trees. Like I said before, it distorts the energy that they carry, distorts the picture, the pictures. There we go. You want me to take the picture of the little ones? Let me crop it in so I can share the little ones that are in front of them. Let me do that. Yeah, the ones on the ground, the little ones, they look kind of freaked out. Okay, let me. send that out, and I'll to work on the picture again so it could stand out. Uh, yeah, those little ones look like they're smiling. Right, let me send this picture of the little ones. This picture says, uh, over here in Temple. I think I'm way back in the behind the comments. All right, I'm almost up, catching up to the comments. So here we go. Let's see if the little ones show up in here. There we go. The little one here, it's got a wicked smile, and you can see the eyes. Watch. There's two of them, but that one's got his head tilted to the side. Check it out. What if that little one? Yeah, it's a little one. Think this one looks pretty cool like that, but I want to show how it was really looking. It was like that. That's the little one that was in front of it. Yeah, those are little creepy ones. That one's got a smile on his face and everything. I can do a closer up of it, of the one to the left of it. How he's smiling. Yeah, there's like two of them there. Let me get a close look at the little one so you can see how it's smiling. But sometimes when you do it too close, it takes away from the picture. Okay, there it is. Like he's got the head tilted sideways. Yeah, didn't people go see Lilo and Stitch? Kind of looks like Stitch. That's a demon. The the unclean spirits of Didi, and they come in many sizes. There are some that are huge. There's some that are small. They come in different sizes. That's what it kind of looks like Stitch. So imagine that they were like they take the manifestation of Stitch. All the little kids that want to go Stitch, they were like acting like it's gonna be acting like Stitch, saying it's a friend. Come with me. I want to take you to my planet and stuff. Kids gonna follow the little thing, believing it's taking them to his planet where it comes from. Because I think it's Stitch. Like I said, they're able to manifest to what somebody believes in. It's true. Oh wow, we got 30 viewers. They're like people are waking up. So we got this little sucker here. Someone said this one has pearly whites. I do get another creepy photo to show y'all if y'all like. All right, let me go back to the chat. Put that sucker to the side there. I got another creepy picture. Let me work on it. I'll let you know when I'm done. And it's still in the same location. This one is real creepy that I got. This other one, let me find it. Take me a little sip of water. H2O. Thank you, brother User Mizzle. Let me get this other photo for y'all. Let me prepare it for y'all. All these photos that I'm sharing, I'm gonna make show reels tomorrow. Oh man, this is a creepy one here. Let me stop sharing this for right now. This one's this one that I'm going to show you is creepy because it seems like it's got. Well, I'll show you in a moment. If you're ready for this one, give me a thumbs up and I'll share it. Night vision goggles. Night vision goggles. Yeah, the eye ones. We had one on each tank, but only one per person. So I really didn't use them that much. Um, I walk with them alongside me. I wouldn't leave them on my eyes or nothing like that. I would just walk. I'll be walking, just looking, bring them down. You could strap them on your head. But yeah, we had them. All right, let's go look at them. I got a thumbs up from Walking with Bear. Here we go. Let me go back over here. Here we go. Fasten your seatbelts. For those that have an eye, what do you see? Let's see who spots it first. That's what I said. This one's a creepy picture because one of them looks like they're wearing a hat, some kind of cowboy hat or a hat from a different time. They're clearly wearing some kind of hat on his head. Oh shoot! My bad, y'all. I thought I was sharing it. Here we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's take a close look at this. I was just showing you the regular footage. I got some close-ups of it, so I'm going to go to that. Can you see him now? There's a lot of things here, but there's one there that's got a some kind of hat on. See if the viewers can see it. All right, nobody's commenting on the picture. Let me do another close up. Somebody said I saw them two big ones in the beginning. All right, here we go. I see two forms, one and a little one I see. All right, let's go. Let's do one of the forms. Close up on it. One more little close up right there. So what else? No, those are too small. So there you go. You can see them there, but you can see them here pretty big. So they're pretty tall. If you look at the original picture, still pretty good size. Not too tall, but pretty good height. There you go. One that looks like it's got a hat, like a cowboy hat of some sort, and then this one over here, I don't know. It looks. I don't know. It's got a hat also. I just don't know the way it's dressed and the hat it has. The hat is like I'm thinking something from like man, the cowboy days, like they used to wear some kind of sombreros or hats that were, that wasn't shaped or nothing like that, but you could see they're wearing hats. This one's got a hat here, and this one's got a hat here, and of course and it's got a big body, and you got this one standing here with his hat. Yeah, those hats, they're like the hats of the what do you call them? The hats that they used to wear back in the day from the pilgrimages, the pilgrimage days, or the time frame of when they were doing the witch hunts. That's what I see in that photo. The way they're shaped. Yeah, both of them. There's two of them. There's one that looks native. Then you one that looks like a cowboy. But he's no. Maybe got burned on a something happened to it because he looks very dark. But the other one you can see like a face, but it's just the hats are different. Let me see, you're able to see the hat there bigger. Yeah, you can see the hats. Both of them are wearing hats. Yeah, like a Middle Ages hat during the times of like the pilgrimages. You know, like a floppy hat, floppy hats. No hats that don't have no form, no shape. I mean, they have the shape, but not no form. Like they're not like cowboy hats. They're different. Let me see if I can work on the face. See if we can see the faces. I haven't done that with these pictures, so let me do that. Oh man, I already went over the 2 hour mark. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna crop their faces and show the faces of what I'm seeing, so y'all can see. Okay, let me send over these pictures and so y'all can see them. Okay, let's look at their faces. Here we go. There's one. It's one of the faces. It kind of looks like it has kind of like two faces, but possible shapeshifter skinwalker. The reason I say that because there's a face here, but then looks like another face here. So it might be a possible shapeshifter skinwalker. Let me go to the comments to see what the people think about this one. And then we'll go on to the other one after what y'all think about that one right there. And when people talk about the Hat Man, there we go. But I'm not saying it's a Hat Man. It's got a hat on. So let's go on to the next one. So there's two faces. Yeah, two faces on it. Yes, brother, two faces. I see two faces, one to the left and one to the right. Shapeshifter skinwalkers, they can uh, shapeshift. So it's kind of like maybe trying to manifest, right? So it's the faces. It doesn't know what manifestation to take. If it's going to take the left one or the right one. It's like shapeshifting or trying to manifest. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's shapeshifter because he's got two faces. So let's go on to the next one. Yes, in the background, a little dog man. I see it towards the top. It looks like it's got ears and everything. This one up here. So let's go on to the other one. There you go. Now, now this one's creepy because there's many things here. But what I was, it's got a nose. The nose is right here. It's got a long chin. There's the hat. But then you can see, and he's got hair. But then up here you see something that looks like a face. Down here looks like a possible dog man because he's got a beastly face. You see a nose, the eyes, the forehead. Then when you look down here, it looks like something else. So this one's got literally like over here looks like a face. But you can see the hat right here is wearing something here across it. But this is the face, the cheeks, the nose, the mouth. But then there's something here, you know, this one here, that's here in the front, kind of looks like a boy. It's like it's. I'm not gonna say like a gorilla. It's just it looks freaked out, beastly. This looks beastly here, like a monkey. Not a monkey, not a gorilla, like a orangutan. The face looks freaked out because right here the snout. Yeah, has a lot in it. He's got this one. He's got this one. He's got the face right here, the hat. Then it looks like he's got something on top of his head, and there might be other things here, but let me see what the comments say. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make sure reels of this. I don't know yet. I will have to work on the pictures, but yeah, the one in the bottom looks like a face of a Bigfoot. But then, which what I would say is a shapeshifter skinwalker because he's got different. maybe the manifestations that he's taking is because he's got the hide or something, some belongings to the things that he's manifesting to. Because literally the one in the bottom looks like a kind of like a gorilla. You can see the shoulder to the right. Yeah, I will have to work on this picture. Chupacabra. Good night, sis. Man, the bottom one looks freaked out. Let me do that bottom one. Let me, let me crop the bottom one. Hmm. Let me work on this picture of the bottom one. Uh, Hopefully, it shows a good picture of it when I share it. Okay, here we go. Let's share this. Check it out. Which one stands out the most? Number one, two, three, or four? Y'all pick a number. One, two, three, or four. Which one stands out the most? Y'all pick a number and we'll go to the one that stands out the most. Okay, I see 2, 3, 4. What I'll do is I'll create a show reel of it with different filters. I will create a show reel of this one tonight. Like, I think that's a pretty good capture right there. Okay, let me see. Okay, that's one. This is number 2. Somebody said number 3. I don't think nobody said number 4. So I'm thinking, oops, 1, 2, 3. I think number 2 looks pretty good. Sister Ivy Ramirez says, "What in the world?" Yeah, that's number 2 right there. Actually, I think I'm looking at it, brother and sisters, and I think it might have a horn or horns. Yeah. So let me work on this photo real quick. Oh boy. Y'all ready for this? I knew it was something that I was seeing there. Check this out, y'all. You're gonna figure out with this one. It's the same one, but it's gonna show how it looks. Check this out. Here we go. If you're ready for this, give me a thumbs up. I think it might be demonic. Here we go. Look, check it out. It's got a body. I was like, man, there's something there because I see something sticking out from his head. So check this out. So here we go. It looks like it got a horn here, like from his forehead. Some kind of horn here coming out from here. A horn. It's a little body, little body. I'm gonna name number them. That's the original. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm thinking two and five look pretty good. Or they might be the same one. Two and five were the same one. I'll leave that image there. Tell me what you think about that. Yeah, maybe the other one, the face could have been a spirit of a person that might have died. Uh, I don't know, but it's a demonic entity. I knew, sometimes they try to confuse, but yeah, there's a lot of things, but you can see the form of the demon right there. It's got like one horn right there coming out of the forehead. Yeah, that's on number two, Sister Chelly. That's on number two. I'll put a little sucker to the side right there. Yeah. They're hideous. Who would imagine that? We're capturing all these things, and then we found little DDN, demonic entity. I guess it didn't look too happy because I was there. I don't want to freak out too many people here, so let me take that off for right now. There we go. What a night. Somebody said, Jaime said, the demon is grotesque. You're welcome. I'm fixing to call it a night, brothers and sisters. I'm waiting till 3. I just want to say thank you for those that tune in, your spiritual encrypted encounters, and for those that interact. When I share the pictures, that you help me. Y'all help me also, right? Using your spiritual gifts. Like I was looking at certain things. I said, well, there's something here. And then I said to myself, well, maybe it's got a body or something, right? So I was able to find that little one there. And of course, there was a lot of things in that image, but we was able to see what was the source behind those manifestations, in which it was a little unclean spirit or demonic entity that was there. You should show him one more time. Here's a little sucker one more time. Oh, we tie bind and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. You're not allowed to affect anybody through the screen or affect any of the viewers here in spiritual or cryptid encounters. We tie bind and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Thank you, brother. I'm Melanice. I don't know what's going on, Bounty, a honey bear. I mean, who's arguing with you or anything like that. I've been busy sharing the photos. The only thing I can say to you is maintain your love foundation. Let Jesus Christ guide you. The only thing I'm doing is debunking the footage of when I go to the woods. And it's good that we're able to capture what's within the pictures. You know, which I'll probably create a short reel for the little one and share it on TikTok and on YouTube. The question is, why should I call it? It looks like it's got only one horn, like it's missing another horn. I don't know what to call it. Well, there is some that are translucent. There's some beings that are translucent, which I witnessed. They look clear, translucent, like what's the proper word for it? kind of like they're made out of translucent, I like water and vapor mixed up together, but they're translucent. You could see right through it, like kind of like a mirage, or when the heat rises on the street. But they have a when they manifest, you can see a shape, silhouette, but it's like a white clear silhouette. And sometimes you might able to see red eyes, the red eyes within them. Sometimes red eyes, sometimes yellow eyes. I think I have a picture of one. What I'll do is to look for the picture because it's an old picture, and I'll show you that image when I find it. Claire Porter. Yeah, I can share that right now. I still got 5 minutes. Sounds good, brother Clint. Uh, Let me share that they're requesting to see the little thing that stabbed me in the on my foot. All right, on my Achilles. Yeah, I got them right here. Let me get them for you. I call it the little duende, but I think it's a like a somebody said a name for it, a tree sprite of some sort, like a sprite warrior. You can send them through me through Messenger under HCS. So here we go. Let me share that video of the little. I call it the. It's called the elemental shapeshifter, little duende. Here you go. He's got a little sword. This little sucker stuck a spear in my Achilles, and I was gonna go investigate. Let me go back to y'all while I share this. Yeah, that little sucker. I was gonna go do an investigation at nighttime, like around 12:30, 1 in the morning in Elms Grove, and I got into the path, and it was just pitch dark. I was like, man, I said, you know what? I'm just going back to the house. I turned around, and when I turned around, I feel something on my Achilles. I thought that a snake had bit me. So I turn around and I snap a picture just to see if I capture the snake, right? That supposedly bit me because it was hurting real bad. It was a lot of pain there. So I could see blood. So I walked home. When I got home, I told my sister I think a snake bit me. And then she looked at my leg and she said, I see something sticking out from the back of your leg, but where your Achilles is. So I look and I see something sticking out, little object sticking out. So I put my hand, I grabbed it, and it was real hard, and I yanked it. When I yanked it, blood was coming out, and I had to put pressure to stop the bleeding. When I looked at the little object, it was literally a spear, like a little spear, and it was real sharp. And I was looking at it like, where did this come from? Where did this little thing come from? So I got the spear and I got it, wrapped it up, and throw it in the trash can. I'm thinking that it might have had some poison or something because after that I got a blood clot on my left leg. Thank you, brother Yuzamizo. So that's what happened with a little thing. I haven't gone back to look for it. Yeah, he knew where to get me. If it takes out the Achilles, then you can't walk. You're gonna be either limping, dragging your leg. Uh, but imagine if you got stabbed on both Achilles. Then what are you gonna do? Yeah. He's even got armor on it. If you look at the chest, it looks like a armor. It looks like a wolf or a rat on the armor. It looks like a face of a rat on the armor. But then on top, you got the face and the I guess the armor protection on the head or something. I don't know. He just looks freaked out, and it's very small. Probably like I would say between 5 to 6 inches small. Small. I do have a picture of a fairy if y'all want to watch it. I mean, I can share it. I mean, a little fairy. If y'all want to see the picture of the fairy, I can share it. But this is a pretty interesting picture here. But even the fairy one, whoever the fairy one is pretty interesting too. Abe's. If y'all want to see the picture of the fairy, give me a thumbs up. Or I got a short reel of the fairy that I created. Or I just don't play the music because you ain't supposed to play. No, I threw the spear away. It was made out of iron and it was real sharp, kind of like a razor blade, but a little bit thicker than a razor blade. And the handle of that little spear was made out of steel. All right, here we go. They show this picture of this uh, little fairy. And go find her. Yeah, the fairy kind of always pass her up. I miss her because she, see, I can find her. Yeah, little fairy, stop hiding from me. Wait, one, where's she at? She likes to hide from me. Wow. Okay, let me go look one more time. I'm telling you, she likes to hide from her brother and sisters. Every time I try to find her, it's like it's hard for me to find her. I'm looking, I'm looking. Come on, fairy. Found her. Here we go. Let me see. There we go. Let's do the fairy picture. There she is. And that's grass. That's how tiny she is. Now the fairy probably would be like 1 inch, half an inch. I would assume like half an inch. Not that tall. Very small. Thank you, Sister Shelley. But I just this is images that I was keeping a record when I was out there investigating, annotating everything as possible that I could, just to have for my sanity, because I was experiencing a lot of things that I couldn't understand. In the military, they tell us to keep a track or a record of everything. So then I started using my spiritual abilities, spiritual gifts through Jesus Christ to be able to capture a lot of things. And I'm showing the evidence and the proof here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. And I've captured all kinds of different things from the spiritual realm. I got pictures of portals, uh, these dimensional beings that come from different, that look different than mankind. I have one, name is the one that has one eye, different ones because there's so many of them. They're just manifestations that they take. Yeah, this fairy here is one of my best captures. And it was weird this day that I captured this image um, of the fairy, because I was out there in the woods. Uh, the entities would come to my house and mess with me at the nighttime. So then during the day, I would go to their territory and be praying, saying prayers, and I could hear movement around me and stuff, but I would still pray. And I said, okay, you wanna come to my house and mess with me, so I'm gonna go into your territory, place heavenly crosses on the trees, uh, worship the Lord in your territory, because they were coming to my home, so I was going into where they reside, which is in the woods. And that day, I was being flanked and surrounded by a lot of things because they were around me. But as I was there and I was just, fighting spiritually like I would do, I heard like a sound, a very faint, low sound. So it's like I'm hearing it, and it's like attracted me to leave that area where I was at, where I was being surrounded. So I started following that sound, and as I started cutting through the woods, I could hear the sound a little bit louder and louder. So I got to the section where there was trees missing, and there was the creek. I could see the creek, and the sound was coming from the creek. So as I started getting close to the edge of the creek, I started noticing, and I stopped. I started noticing, like it sounded like somebody was singing or humming. So when I got to the edge of the creek, where I could hear the sound of something humming, singing at a low pitched voice, I snapped a picture. I didn't go back where I was at. I went, got on the across the ditch, got on the highway, and walked all the way around because it was hot and heavy. I got home and I looked at the picture that I took, because this picture was bigger. And I said, "Man, what is that there on the ground?" And took the crop, I cropped it, and there it was. It sure was. So I worked on the picture, and I created the fairy picture that of the fairy. I believe that I got lured away from the Elm Grove area because it was hot and heavy. Uh, in which things happened to me afterwards, where my silverware was missing. All my forks, spoons were missing them for about a month, where things were disappearing and stuff like that. me catch up to the comments. I don't even know how far back I am. Okay. Okay, let me see. All right. So basically, all my utensils were missing, and there was one evening that my outlet caught on fire, and it caught my bed on fire. That I had to shut off the flames off on my bed. I had a California king size bed, so I moved the bed from the wall, and I noticed like I had a lot of, I guess, trash underneath, or like toys and stuff like that. So the following day, I moved the main mattress and the box springs. And what I found underneath the bed was four piles of all the silverware that was missing on each corner of the bed. Each corner of the bed was piles of silverware. I believe something placed them there to protect me, which they were silver. And I believe it was that her, the fairy, that placed them there to protect me. Okay, let me share the pictures that Clint sent me. He sent me two pictures. Get us. After this, I share this too. Yeah, I'm thinking the fairy. I think the silver is a protector, kind of like black tourmaline and sunlight. It's a protector. It's a mineral. Let's see what the properties are of silver. Silver is a white, lustrous transition metal with high electrical and thermal conductivity, making it an excellent conductor. It is also highly malleable and ductile, meaning it can be easily hammered into sheets or drawn into wires. Okay, here's one that says silver is often associated with spiritual properties due to its connection to the moon, feminine energy, and its ability to reflect and amplify energies. It's believed to offer protection, enhance intuition, promote emotional balance, and cleanse negative energies. Silver purity and reflective nature also symbolizes clarity and self-awareness. There you go. See something here. Trying to catch up to y'all. So, catching up to the comments. Boom, boom, boom. Now let me share the picture that I could send through Messenger from Clint. Uh, get out of here. They're putting me out. I think the picture you wanted to share was this one. There's this little one. There's nothing there. You snapped a picture, and it's got all kinds of activity all throughout the picture. A lot of activity. Red is not good. I would suggest cleansing your home, placing heavy spiritual crosses on your doorways, windows, do a cleansing, and get rid of any negative energies that are in there. Die by rebuke in Jesus Christ's name and send them away. There's a picture of a rainbow that he sent me. Okay, looks kind of like a dragon in the sky. This one looks kind of like a DDN. It looks like a dragon here, another dragon there. And this one is in the form of a cross right there. Okay. Oh, y'all can see them? My bad. We'll share them one more time. And I got to log into Facebook. Uh, all right, here we go. Share screen. This is a picture of the little one. Uh, a lot of activity in the picture. There, up here. The rainbow. Chemtrails, or looks like crosses there. I had seen a dragon here, dragon there, a beastly creature here. Kind of looks like a Didion. Okay. And this is a picture of what seems to be a cross in the sky. Thank you, Brother Clint, for sharing that with us. But it's time for me to call it a night, brother and sisters. Went over, went over. I was going to stop at the 2 hour marker. We went at the 3 hour marker, and we're fixing to hit 3:30, 3 hours and 30 minutes. In saying that, brothers and sisters, thank you all for tuning in to Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I'm going to call it a night. Go get some rest. Uh, always remember to always maintain in love, Heavenly Love Foundation. And Jesus Christ is always with you. You're never alone. Thank you for all that tune in, participated here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Thank you for the likes uh, on TikTok to make it to 1,000. Appreciate y'all. Everybody have a beautiful, blessed morning and day. Good night, everybody. God bless y'all. Till tomorrow night or tonight, later on tonight. Cousin Jesse probably be on. See what else I can share with y'all. Peace out, everybody.